Hi everyone, Veronica here with Veronica's Gardening Journey, and today we are going to plant my, I guess you want to call it my salsa and Italian bed. Sadie, get out of there. I don't know why she wants to get into the bone mill. Well, maybe I do. But anywho, we're going to be planting that up. I already planted one super sweet 100, and I also planted a black krim. So I'm going to get those other 2 tomatoes in there and then plant this Thai pepper, and I'm going to get a jalapeño to put in here. I was going to start basil from seed, but I actually am late on that. So I will probably buy a basil plant from the Home Depot, no, Lowe's, from Lowe's, because we like Lowe's here. So let me go ahead and put this up and set it up so you can take a look and watch how I do this. So what we're gonna do is we are going to, let me get this even a little bit. You can see how nice and moist the soil is. I'm gonna separate these about a foot. So I'm gonna center this here. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm just going to put it to the side of the bar. And what I like to do when I'm planting a tomato plant or when I'm planting any plants, I like to add additional amendments. So we're going to go in with some bone meal, and we're going to go in with some blood meal. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of that. You guys should probably use gloves. I'm not, but I will wash my hands. These are really great nutrients. Just mix it in there a little bit. Perfect. And then I'm going to take this black krim. Look at it was ready. The roots are crazy. Look at that. Started from seed, so we're going to go ahead and put her in here like that, and then just press the soil in, like press it down. What is that? And then I need to make note of what I'm planting here, so that way I don't get confused. But you can tell, like I know which variety of tomatoes I plant personally. I don't go crazy and plant a ton of different ones, but I do. The black krim is obviously going to be like a black tomato. The super sweet 100s are cherry tomatoes. And the roma, well, we know what a roma looks like. So it's when you start growing a ton of different varieties that you could get confused. So we're going in with some more bone meal and blood meal, and we are going to plant this little baby, which she has some good roots as well. So we're going to plant her in there. Whew. I will tell you something, that blood meal and bone meal smell terrible. And that's a really good fertilizer. I live firmly by using those. So the next thing I'm gonna do, Sadie, come this way, is I have my Thai pepper here. This is a big Thai. I actually started this plant. I started her by seed, but then my dog, Sarge, ate it. He literally ate the plant all the way down. So then I pruned it and it's come back. So I'm hoping it'll make it. My dog loves to eat vegetables. He's notorious for actually eating them out of the garden. So we got to keep an eye on him because some plants are poisonous to animals, so we have to be careful with what we have out here. I wanted to grow jicama. I actually have jicama seeds. However, jicama is very poisonous, and I don't want to take that risk. So, I guess I'll just buy jicama from the store. So this one is actually in a pretty nice planter because I had planned on doing like a container garden, but we're not going to do that. We are just going to pop it in there. Oh, that's a lot of soil. Maybe I should have taken some of that soil out. Hold on. There we go. And then I'm going to show you guys what Rick did. He did something amazing. And maybe he'll explain what he did if he doesn't mind. Actually, he's ready to go mow, so I better hurry up. So I think one really cool thing to do is if you want to grow vegetables and you don't know where to start, you could start with like a salsa garden, an Italian garden. Very basic, very easy. Basically, you would get like your tomatoes. You could get, I have parsley that I am going to bring out here. And then you can get cilantro. It's too hot right now, but if you wanted to, you can put it out. Your peppers, if you have bell peppers, jalapeños, whatever type of pepper you have. Plant some basil, you know, whatever you want to plant for your salsa or pasta, Italian garden, you can do that. But I am going to go ahead and say goodbye here because someone has decided to mow the lawn while I'm trying to film. But it's okay. Thank you guys for watching. It was a short video. I'm gonna come back probably. You know what? We're gonna come back. So I decided to go ahead and come out here and plant a couple more romas. They actually aren't looking that great. So, with that being said, they may or may not make it. So we're gonna plant them. I guess I'll plant them on the end here because I still want to plant my jalapeños. This is not a very large garden bed. It's an oval garden bed, but it works. The thing that you have to keep in mind are these plants. They are very small in the beginning, but then they grow. They grow really big and they grow pretty fast. And so you want to make sure that you do space them and you're not overcrowding. I mean, you can overcrowd if you want, but I don't like to, especially because of the humidity and the bugs. I want to make sure my plants have enough room. They have enough air flowing through. When these tomato plants get taller, I prune them so that way, like, maybe the first foot of the plant has no leaves. That allows for good airflow through the bottom. And also, I try to prevent any kind of powdery mildew. So that's what I do. And then, a darn ant just bit me. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put this other Roma. These were really dry. That's embarrassing. Okay. My parsley is not ready to come out yet. I did transplant it the other day into a bigger pot, so I'm gonna wait before I actually transplant it. I'm going to go ahead and, ooh, this pepper's screaming to get out of this. I do love Bootstrap Farmer, but I wish I'd have bought the containers that have the hole in the bottom where you just pop them out. And I think that would make life easy for me. think I'm gonna plant this jalapeno here, and I'm gonna plant this one here on the corner. Oops, I covered up I planted a Cosmo right there. I may have added way too much soil in this bed, but it's all right. It'll be fine. I'm just putting the amendments in the soil, and then what I like to do is I like to just mix them in there. This jalapeno plant looks amazing. And then I will plant the other jalapeno across from the Thai pepper. Move this. Get a little deeper. That's better. All right. All right. Look at I just want to show you how pretty this jalapeno plant is. I mean, honestly, it makes me so proud because I've come a long way. I will tell you that. I have had some pretty great successes in the garden, and I've had some real disappointments in the garden. So when I can grow a beautiful seedling and it becomes a transplant plant that looks this healthy, that makes me very happy. All right, so I am done with this bed for now. I will be adding more my husband never ever speaks about my filming. No, I'm kidding. That is not true. He is a very good husband. He puts up with my craziness and my ideas. So I'm gonna show you. Oh, the camera's kind of wobbly. But I'm gonna show you something. Okay, so first off, let's go look back at the bed that I just planted. All right, do you see that? Oops, no you don't. There she is in all her glory. So we've got that planted out. I may have to do a voiceover. So what he did was behind me, created an arch for me, and what we did. I'm gonna go inside and explain this to you guys, but just show you. We're gonna actually tomorrow we're gonna add a piece of PVC here to make this stronger and force it better. But basically, what we did was we bought a cattle panel. It did not work. It was too short, and then we thought about buying a longer cattle panel. So then Rick, when we went to the store, I decided I wanted to buy a roll of fencing. I know, guys, I'm crazy sometimes. I get these crazy ideas. I don't know where he put it. But anyway, what we did was we took that fencing, or he did, because he made it. He took that fencing and he created an arch. And so we're stabilizing it and securing it with the PVC pipe. I love it. I love it. I know, we're gonna spray paint this green. And he wanted green. It's fine. So the yard looks amazing, and the garden is, I'm excited because the garden is getting started and we're doing so much here. We really are. I'm excited to see what's gonna become of this garden. And I'm excited for you guys to come along with me and watch it. So don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you, everyone. Bye.